Yeah, the shining golden signs. Let your inner sparking night. Fat treasure, growing bright.
Alright, I got another crackpot theory for you guys. Well, more like just a question slash theory slash stuff. So I thought about this because I made a short about it, and I thought about this thing because we know with the Gozyuger, we know that they're not the first Gozyuger team. They're not. We've known that for a long time now, and a lot of people have wondered, where are the original Gozyuger? Who were the original Gozyuger that basically helped Take a Sword stop the original universe war? And we did get a glimpse of the original, like the first Goshu Blue back when Mashido was Goshu Red. And I thought this to myself, and basically, since all this stuff happened like 10,000 years ago, and basically the world we're living in now is like a reset of the world we had before, when, you know, during Mashido's time, basically 10,000 years ago, because he says he's like 10,000 years old, give or take. But we know that Mashido, because of Tekajun's universal reset, he broke out of his stone prison. Now, and also he became Goshu Polar, which still is kind of weird because Goodburn was the one that broke him out, but Goodburn wasn't born yet. It's weird. I have no idea how that worked. But since he was also encased in stone, were the other Gozyuger also encased in stone? Were they also encased in the stone and now they're just all kind of just sitting there, same thing as Mashido? And if they are, why didn't they break out? Was there no other outside source that broke them out? Because we see with how Mashido broke out, it was Goodburn that broke him out for some, or, you know, basically like that. So if they are still alive, out there, if they are still alive out there, what are they like currently doing? Or do they remember anything? Because we still don't know everything that excuse me, we still don't know everything that happened back then in the universe war. We just know that the Calamity attacked, and all of our mecha from all Sentai history were fighting against them, and Tegasora was ultimately the one that to defeat them, and he stood at the top of all the other Sentai and stuff and became number one. But I just want, and Goshu Polar was the one that was piloting him at that time. So we know that in the universe war right now, we know that the Gozyuger technically aren't supposed to be a team. They're not supposed to be a team like that. They're all just supposed to fight each other and like gather all the rings, and when they gather all the rings, and then they'll become number one and things like that. But I feel that maybe they got dragged into the Calamity thing, which caused them to become a team together, because we know that Mashido knows, Mashido knows who the Calamity Warriors and stuff are, thanks to Bellum showing up in the latest episode. So I feel like maybe the other Gozyuger, there are three things. Maybe the other Gozyuger are still, maybe they also got encased in stone. Maybe they all became statues, or they possibly did break out as their statues and chose to not do anything now that they were free again, or they're just straight up dead. Those are the three things that I could see possibly being the case when it comes down to the rest of the other Gozyuger team. And Mashido never really talks about them. Like Mashido, Mashido has never talked about the other Gozyuger. And he technically has and hasn't at the same time. He hasn't really gone into like a lot of detail. He hasn't really gone into a lot of detail about like what was the original war like? How did he become a Gozyuger? We know what his personality kind of was, and stuff like that. We know how Blue used to talk to him and kind of treat him, but we don't know like a lot of things. Like I kind of want to know like what went on back then with the original Gozyuger. I would like to see those characters. And then we saw Blue, but I would like to have seen black, green, and yellow. And did they get to a point where they did become a team? Because were they fighting against each other first, or maybe they did fight against each other and Mashido was the one that came out on top? Like, we don't know these things, and I would love to see maybe some inklings of it in the series, or maybe this could come out later on as like a movie, or like a V cinema, or like a special or something like that, talking about what happened in the past for us to get this universal reset. Like, I'm pretty sure I know we're gonna get more information about the calamity and what the calamity itself is, and potentially if the calamity, like if there's like a calamity big boss or anything like that, because the calamity just seems very, very very, very destructive, and we know that they want to collect the rings as well. They were collecting these rings like freaking Dragon Balls. But I just think that we do get the original Gozyuger back. I think they might go down the same path as Mashido, as in, here's my little fan thing, my little fan fiction type of thing, which I could say that there might be some other outside sources out there, because I don't think Sword is like the only god kind of mecha character that he is. Now, there's Jun, but Jun is like a copy of him, and we've seen what happens when she bestows powers upon somebody. Kuan is here, and she bestowed her powers onto him, and we got Garud. Now we got Garud. But I really do think that if the other Gozyuger do come back, I do think they probably either have new powers, or we could do like a Kyuuja thing where we get five new rangers, or four new rangers, and they're all for like 4 different colors. And now we got Mashido, who's in that who possibly would go back to that team maybe, and be back with his original team, and they're all different colors now. And we will have a second Gozyuger team, which is probably something that's never happened before. I don't know. That sounds dope. I don't know. That sounds like my dope. That's not like that. That's my weird fan fiction canon type of thing. And I could see this team possibly fighting the current Gozyuger team. Like, would this team have a red? Would that team have a red? Because Mashido was the red for their team, so it's like he's technically the White Ranger, but man, and also we got like different colors, possibly different colors and different animals, and I would love, and it'll be really cool to see the original Gozyuger team fight the current Gozyuger team, like the current yellow versus the past yellow, but he's a different color, or the current blue versus the new blue, but he's a different color. Like, that would be really cool. And also we would get another female ranger in this season. But yeah, dog, that I really do think that we're going to see the original Gozyuger team, but not in a way where, not my fan fiction. That would be awesome, but not my fan fiction personally. But I do think we're gonna see more glimpses of them as we go down the line, because why would you show Mashido's past and then show the Blue Ranger, the original Blue, but never show any of the others? We don't have to have them come back or anything. I just would like to see them in like a flashback or something like that, and them fighting the calamity and stuff like that. Like, I would like to, like, Sword would talk about it, because Tega would know. Big Daddy Sword would know. So I would definitely like to see what happened in the original war, other than the stuff that happened in what was the stuff that happened before episode 0, because episode 0 seemed like it was like the ending. Like, they were coming on the climax of the fight and stuff. And I haven't seen the movie, so maybe some stuff would get, and maybe there'd be some old universe war type stuff in the movie, maybe. and maybe I have to watch the movie and actually come on here and talk about the movie. But as far as I know right now, from my prior knowledge now, or we don't know who the rest of the Gozyuger were except for the blue. But I would love to see the original team. But if you made it this far in the video, for me yapping and rambling, I thoroughly do appreciate it. Thank you so much for staying to this point. You're the GOAT. But yeah, guys, I think that's it for me. I just want to talk about that. Just want to rack you guys' brains a little bit. You guys let me know down in the comment section, like, what do you guys think the original Gozyuger team, like, do you think they're still alive, or do you think they're just freaking dead, or do you think they're also statues like how Mashido was? But other than that, I'm gonna see you guys next time. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. As remember, as I always say, stay henshin.